type of peer. All of these are questions that you should be asking of your recommender. Can they speak highly to you of and or explain, right? Because there's a difference between saying like, I did really well in this professor's class, I went to office hours, I was doing all the right things. But if they have never really written a recommendation letter for law school and they don't know what to write for, you could still, I am curious to your response to this. I think you might still be in a position where you get like just an okay letter and not like the best letter that you could have gotten.
I think most letters of recommendation are mediocre. And so that's probably why the good ones stand out, because most of them are mediocre. Most of them, it makes me think that the applicant didn't invest the time in actually speaking with the recommender via email, via Zoom, via Teams, and say like, manager such and such, professor, blah, blah, blah. Can you write a competitive, thoughtful letter of recommendation for me for law school? Here are the 3 bullet points I'd like you to make. Here's a draft copy of my resume. Here's a draft copy of my personal statement. And here are a list of the schools I'm applying to. And here's a reminder of the grade I earned in your class, because sometimes there's a big mismatch. And so they're using these form letters. I mean, most professors and TAs and advisors are overwhelmed. And they're being asked not only by the students who are going to law school, but for scholarships, fellowships, internships, other on-campus opportunities. They're being asked to write letters for all those folks. And so unless you give them specifically what you need, you will get sometimes something that's generic. There are times when we've seen the letters that have the pronouns are wrong, and it's because a professor was overwhelmed and busy and trying to finish before their final exams, and they forgot to change the she to a he in 2 or 3 spots, and it's like that's not the fault of the applicant, but it doesn't help. And so being strategic about who you ask is super important. As one of my colleagues recently said, ask for what